This was the scene early on August the 8th, 2008, as Georgian rockets pounded the breakaway region of South Ossetia. It was the opening of a devastating 5-day war between Russia and Georgia, with each side blaming the other for setting it off. Since the early 1990s, Georgia had maintained an uneasy truce with two separatist regions, South Ossetia and Abhazia, which held de facto independence with Russian military support. But tensions were rising in 2008 as Georgia eyed the possibility of joining NATO. When Russia sent additional peacekeeping forces to Abhazia, Georgian President Mikhail Saakashvili saw it as a move to seize the enclave.
We think what has been done in legal terms recently amounts to annexation, and what is being done right now as we speak amounts to aggressive acts.
After months of escalation and skirmishes, the situation spiralled into all-out war. Tbilisi claimed Russian forces moved on South Ossetia before Georgian forces began an assault aimed at retaking the region. But Moscow accused the Georgians of firing first.
We have detected the movement of hundreds of mercenaries through the rocky tunnel which connects Russian Federation with Georgia.
Ведется массированный огонь по жилым кварталам, как Цхинвали, так и других населенных пунктов, в том числе и вне зоны юго-осетинского конфликта.
Civilians fled the fighting in South Ossetia, including many ethnic Georgians. By August 10th, outnumbered Georgian forces withdrew from the territory. But another front had opened up. Russian tanks rolled through Abhazia in a bid to retake the Kadori Gorge, the only Georgian-controlled part of the province. The fighting spread beyond the borders of the two separatist regions. Russian troops pushed into Gori outside of South Ossetia and bombarded the city and its military base. The conflict, and particularly the Russian incursion into Georgia, provoked alarm among Western leaders.
Russia's actions this week have raised serious questions about its intentions in Georgia and the region. These actions have substantially damaged Russia's standing in the world. And these actions jeopardize Russia's relations with the United States and Europe.
On August the 12th, Russian President Dmitry Medvedev ordered a cessation of hostilities in keeping with an EU-brokered peace plan. That did not put an immediate end to the fighting, nor to reports of looting and lawlessness. But a week later, Russian troops began leaving Gori in what Moscow said was the start of a pullback demanded by Western powers. Some civilians began returning home, though many displaced people were never able to return. The brief war had far-reaching consequences. Russia voted to recognise South Ossetia and Abhazia as independent states, a decision condemned by Western leaders. Russian troops remained in force in both regions, which Tbilisi considers occupied territories. The fighting left hundreds dead and tens of thousands displaced, and reasserted Russia's military dominance in the region.